for allowing us into your space. It's Brightest National Agric Science Contest, headlined by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
For over 100 years, OCP Africa, the global leader in phosphate production, has led the way in sustainable agriculture and animal feed development by offering tailored fertilizer solutions suited to local conditions and crop requirements. With strong presence in African countries, OCP Africa will continue to support human capital growth needed to eradicate food and nutrition insecurity through initiatives such as Brightest National Agric Science Quiz Contest. OCP Africa, committed to our continent.
Mother Nature has blessed us with abundance, providing all we need, ensuring that access to wholesome foods remains everyone's right. And at Black Country Farms, we're committed to ensuring every man, woman, and child gets the nourishment they deserve. Black Country Farms, a hearty meal in every home.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
The role of agriculture in a country's economy is crucial. It provides raw materials for manufacturing industries, helps to alleviate poverty in developing nations, and it also contributes significantly to a country's gross domestic product. This is Brightest, and we are down to the last semi-final episode. We extend our profound thanks to you, our viewers, our funders, as we persist in this quest to raise 100 million naira for the education of these bright minds. Kindly visit www.brighteststudents.com/donation to make a significant donation towards shaping their future. Our heartfelt thanks also go out to our headline sponsors, OCP Africa and Black Country Farms, a hearty meal in every home, for coming on this journey with us. We could not have come this far without you. Today, we get to see the last batch of the semi-finalists.
My strength is I love to learn new things, and my weaknesses, I don't really believe I can do well concerning these new things.
My strength is that I love making research about technology, but my weakness is that I don't have the passion to pursue technology.
My strength is teaching people about the information I know, and my weakness is I easily get frustrated when they ask too much questions.
My strength is I like business, and my weakness is I don't have enough knowledge about the business sector.
My strength is that I have a wide imagination, and my weakness is that I'm not conscious of my environment whenever I'm at it.
I love watching football matches, but I tend to lose a lot of time doing so.
My strength is my cooking strength to create meals that I enjoy. Although my weakness is that I tend to forget the cooking recipes that I've already made.
My strength is I love learning and I retain knowledge easily. But my weakness is that I tend to lose focus easily.
My strength is to create graphic designs, and my weakness is to allow this creation distract me in my studies.
And there you have it, the last batch of the semi-finalists. Now, do they have the mental prowess to proceed to the finals? We'll find out right after the break.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
From over 16,000 students that registered for the Brightest National Agric Science Quiz Contest, we're left with the best 81 from across all the zones in Nigeria. We need your support to raise 100 million naira for their university education and we're counting on you to make their dreams a reality. Visit www.brighteststudents.com/donations to make your donations today. No amount is too small. We know with you, we can raise the 100 million naira. Brightest National Agric Science Contest Fund is managed by Providus Bank.
Mother Nature has blessed us with abundance, providing all we need, ensuring that access to wholesome foods remains everyone's right. And at Black Country Farms, we're committed to ensuring every man, woman, and child gets the nourishment they deserve. Black Country Farms, a hearty meal in every home.
In Africa lies the power to nourish the world. Africa's soil nurtures plant life, sustaining communities and fostering growth and development. OCP Africa enriches our soil, making it deliver better yields. OCP Africa, committed to our continent.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
It's still Brightest National Agric Science Quiz Contest. After today, we will proceed to the final competition to see who gets the biggest slice of the scholarship fund. Brightest minds, how are you feeling about being in the semifinals today?
Good.
I want to remind you that you have the opportunity to use your joker between questions 1 to 10. You also cannot fail 3 questions consecutively, otherwise you'll be eliminated from the competition. I wish you all the best. Let's play Brightest. I will start today with the topic reproduction. Subtopic animal, plants. I'll go for plants. Here is question 1 for 25 yields. When the carpels are free from one another, the pistil is said to be syncarpous, polycarpous, apocarpous, monocarpous. When the carpels are free from one another, the pistil is said to be. The correct answer is apocarpous. Aninze, you answered correctly in the shortest amount of time. You get to select the next topic.
Agriculture.
Subtopic, ecosystem and food web.
Food web.
Here is question 2 for 40 yields. A food web can be described as a transfer of food energy from one community to another, group of many populations competing for the same, complex pattern of food production in a community, complex feeding relationship in a community. Abdul, what was your answer?
Complex pattern of food production in a community.
Are you confident that's the correct answer?
No, ma'am.
Why not? The correct answer to that question is complex feeding relationship in a community. Aninze, Titobi, Saint, Daniel, and Feyi, you each have 3 yields added to your bond for answering correctly. A round of applause for them. Chibike and Abdul, you're currently in my warning list. You cannot afford to fail the next question, otherwise you'll be eliminated from the competition. Saint.
Mensuration.
Subtopic, volume and composite shapes.
Volume.
Here is question 3 for 60 yields. A reminder that you can use your joker on any question from questions 1 to 10. Here's your question. Calculate the total volume of a land of dimension 2 kilometers by 3 kilometers by 4 kilometers. 2 pi kilometer cube, 24 pi kilometer cube, 12 kilometer cube, and 24 kilometer cube. 24 kilometer cube is the correct answer. Ayomide and Ima, you're currently in my warning list. You have to answer the next question correctly or risk elimination. Unfortunately, at this point, we have to say goodbye to Abdul. Thank you so much for playing, but your road on Brightest comes to an end. Aninze, you once again answered correctly in the shortest amount of time. You get to select the next topic.
Reproduction.
Female or hormones?
Hormones.
Ima has chosen to use his joker on this question. If you get it correctly, 200 yields will be added to your bond. Question 4 for 85 yields. Here is your question. The hormone that stimulates the secretion of ovarian hormones is follicle stimulating hormone, relaxin, oxytocin, luteinizing hormone. The hormone that stimulates the secretion of ovarian hormones is. The correct answer is luteinizing hormone. Chibike, Saints, and Ayomide, you got that question correctly. You each have 28 yields added to your bonds. Ima, unfortunately, you used your joker, but that did not pay off, and we have to say goodbye to you at this point in the competition. Thank you for playing. Saint, you answered correctly in the shortest amount of time. What's our next topic?
Soil.
Subtopics, formation, and types.
Formation.
Question 5 for 115 yields. Here is your question. CaSO4 plus 2H2O to give CaSO4.2H2O. The following reaction describes oxidation, hydration, reduction, hydrolysis. Who got the answer correctly and who got the answer wrong? We'll find out right after the break.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
Mother Nature has blessed us with abundance, providing all we need, ensuring that access to wholesome foods remains everyone's right. And at Black Country Farms, we're committed to ensuring every man, woman, and child gets the nourishment they deserve. Black Country Farms, a hearty meal in every home.
For over 100 years, OCP Africa, the global leader in phosphate production, has led the way in sustainable agriculture and animal feed development by offering tailored fertilizer solutions suited to local conditions and crop requirements. With strong presence in African countries, OCP Africa will continue to support human capital growth needed to eradicate food and nutrition insecurity through initiatives such as Brightest National Agric Science Quiz Contest. OCP Africa, committed to our continent.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
Welcome back to Brightest National Agric Science Quiz Contest, the biggest crowd-funded educational quiz contest in Africa. Now, before the break, I asked a question. Saints, what was your answer?
Hydration. I knew it could not be oxidation or reduction, and hydrolysis deals rather with splitting than synthesis. So I just went for hydration.
It is the correct answer. Feyi, we are really sad to see you go, but thank you so much for playing. Daniel, Aninze, and Titobi, you're currently on the warning list. You have to answer the next question correctly to avoid being eliminated from the competition. Saints, you answered the last question correctly in the shortest amount of time. What's our next topic going to be?
Crops.
Subtopics, classification and pasture.
Classification.
Classification. Question 6 for 150 yields. Here is your question. Pulses, beverage, and fiber are classifications based on their life cycles, their uses, their origin, their morphology. Pulses, beverage, and fiber are classifications based on. Everybody got that one correctly. Their uses. Ayomide, Chibike, Titobi, Saints, Daniel, and Aninze, you each have 25 yields added to your barns. And Saints, because you chose to use your joker on that question, you have 225 yields added to your barns. Saints, once again, you get to tell us what the next topic will be.
Alternative economic.
Subtopics, socialism and mixed economy.
Mixed economy.
Question 7 for 190 yields. Tito B has chosen to use her joker on this question. Here is your question. Which of the following economic systems does not deal with the control problem of scarcity of resources? Monopolist, mixed, socialist, capitalist. Which of the following economic systems does not deal with the control problem of scarcity of resources? Tito B, what was your answer?
Monopolist.
Do you think that using your joker on this question will pay off?
Definitely.
It did pay off. Monopolist is the correct answer. Ayomide and Tito B, you got that question correctly, and you each have 95 yields added to your barns. Tito B, because you used your joker, you have 295 yields added to your barns. Tito B, what will our next topic be?
Environmental conservation.
Reason and conservation.
Conservation.
Chibike and Ayomide have chosen to use their jokers on this question. Question 8 for 235 yields. Here is your question. The protection and preservation of ecosystems in oceans and seas through planned management in order to prevent overexploitation is called environmental conservation, animal conservation, marine conservation, human conservation. Chibike, what was your answer?
Marine conservation. From the word marine, it actually means water body. So that should be the closest answer there.
It's a no-brainer, right? You are correct. Marine conservation is the right answer. Chibike and Ayomide, you chose to use your jokers on that question and it paid off. 258 yields have been added to your barns. Daniel and Tito B, you also got that question correct and 58 yields have been added to your barns. Saint and Aninze, you are currently on my warning list. You have to answer the next question correctly to avoid being eliminated from the competition. Ayomide, tell us what our next topic will be.
Farm survey.
Subtopics, equipment and calculation.
Equipment.
Here is question 9 for 285 yields. The instrument used for recognition of the measured or surveyed area is beacon, arrow, theodolite, offset staff. The instrument used for recognition of the measured or surveyed area is beacon is the correct answer. Ayomide, Aninze, Chibike, Tito B, you got that question correctly. You each have 71 yields added to your barns. Unfortunately, Saints, at this point, we have to bid you farewell here on Brightest, but thank you so much for playing. And now we are down to 5. Chibike, you answered correctly in the fastest amount of time. You get to select the next topic.
Water and solution.
Subtopic, properties and hardness.
Hardness.
This is the last opportunity to use your joker if you have not done so already. Question 10 for 340 yields. Here is your question. Which of these elements indicates hardness in water? Magnesium, nitrogen, sodium, oxygen. Which of these elements indicates hardness in water? Chibike, what was your answer?
Magnesium.
You are correct. Magnesium is the correct answer. Daniel, Chibike, you each have 170 yields added to your barns. We'll see how the rest of the competition goes right after this break.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
In Africa lies the power to nourish the world. Africa's soil nurtures plant life, sustaining communities and fostering growth and development. OCP Africa enriches our soil, making it deliver better yields. OCP Africa, committed to our continent.
Mother Nature has blessed us with abundance, providing all we need, ensuring that access to wholesome foods remains everyone's right. And at Black Country Farms, we're committed to ensuring every man, woman, and child gets the nourishment they deserve. Black Country Farms, a hearty meal in every home.
Brightest, brought to you by OCP Africa and Black Country Farms.
Welcome back to Brightest, National Agric Science Quiz Contest, and this is the last episode of the semi-finals. Chibike, you answered correctly in the shortest amount of time. You get to tell us what the next topic will be.
Wholesale trade.
Question 11 for 500 yields. The following are agents, middlemen except auctioneers, brokers, commission agents, wholesale cooperative societies. The following are agents, middlemen except. Tito B, what was your answer?
Wholesale cooperative societies.
Why do you think that's the correct answer?
I just guessed.
Lucky guess. It is the correct answer. Wholesale cooperative society. Aninze, Ayomide, and Tito B, you each have 166 yields added to your barns for answering correctly. Daniel and Chibuike, you have 100 yields deducted from your barns for answering incorrectly. Ayomide,
Variation.
Tito B, Aninze, Daniel, and Chibuike have chosen to opt out of this question. Ayomide, you chose variation. I am going to get you to choose a subtopic. I'll reveal the question and I'll also reveal the answer. And you will tell me what your answer would have been if you had answered, okay? What subtopic should we go for?
Joints.
The area of a rectangle varies jointly as the length and the width. If the area is 140 meters square, when length and width are 7 meters and 5 meters respectively, what is the area of the rectangle when the length and width are 20 and 12 meters respectively? Aninze, if you had answered this question, what would your answer have been?
960 meters square.
If you had answered this question and you had said 960 meters square, you would have been correct. 960 meters square is the correct answer. None of you answered that question and none of you got any points for that question. Ayomide, you were supposed to select the last question. You opted out. I will allow you another chance to select the next topic.
Business organization.
Subtopics: limited liability and economies of scale.
Limited liability.
Limited liability. Question 13 for 700 yields. Here is your question. The number of shareholders in a limited liability company is limited to 40, 50, 100, 30. The number of shareholders in a limited liability company is limited to 50 is the correct answer. Daniel Aninze, you got that question correctly, and 350 yields have been added to your barns. Chibuike, you got that question wrong. 140 yields has been deducted from your barns. Daniel, we have 2 topics left, organic chemistry and algebraic equations. Which are we going for?
Algebraic equations.
Algebraic equations. Subtopics: change of subjects and simultaneous.
Change of subjects.
Tito B and Chibuike have chosen to opt out of this question. Aninze and Ayomide have chosen to burn it. Daniel, you get to answer this question. If you get it correctly, 800 yields will be put in your barn. For 800 yields, here is question 14. Make Q the subject of the formula BT square Q minus HT minus 2QB minus H minus T is equal to 0. Daniel, what was your answer?
B.
Daniel chose to answer question 14 for 800 yields. If Daniel is correct, the entire 800 yields will be added to his barn. However, if Daniel is wrong, then 20% of 800 yields will be deducted from his barn. The correct answer is Q is equal to bracket HT plus H plus T divided by bracket BT squared minus TB. Daniel, you have 160 yields deducted from your barn. You did not get that question correctly. We are down to the last topic for this episode of the semifinals. At this point, Tito B, Daniel, and Chibuike are the only ones playing. Tito B, you're looking nervous. What's going on?
I'm planning on opting out of this question. I don't really like chemistry or that much.
And you don't want to take a chance? Question 15 is for 1,000 yields.
No.
Organic chemistry. Chibuike, I'll allow you to select the subtopic.
Alkenes.
Daniel and Chibuike, this question is a game changer. Question 15 is for 1,000 yields. If you both get it correctly, you will each have 500 yields added to your barns. If only one of you gets it correctly, 1,000 yields will be added to your barns. Think carefully about your answer and answer within the time provided. I wish you all the best. Question 15 for 1,000 yields. Here is your question. The following are processes of halogenation of alkanes except acylation, bromination, chlorination, iodination. Chibuike, that was quite a reaction.
Yes.
What's going on? Can you tell me what's going on right now? Tell us why you're happy.
I got the answer correct.
You are confident that you got the answer correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
The correct answer is acylation. Okay, you took a chance and you paid up big. You have 1,000 yields added to your barn. Why were you so sure that you were correct?
I've seen the question before.
Well, congratulations on 1,000 yields. Daniel, you have 200 yields deducted from your barns for answering that question incorrectly. At the end of today's show, here are our current standings. A round of applause for these amazing contestants. Next week, we proceed to the finals and we get to see the top 9 in the semifinals. Now, the students that we have seen today will get to find out if they made it to the finals. And we'd like to extend our deepest appreciation to our headline sponsors, OCP Africa and Black Country Farms, a hearty meal at every table. For your support to our cause thus far, we could never have made it without you. To our viewers, our funders, thank you so much for everything you have done so far. Would also like you to please visit www.brighteststudents.com/donation to continue to make a significant contribution towards shaping the future of these bright minds. Remember, it is one person that gives birth to a child, but it is the entire community that trains the child. See you at the finals.
Brightest National Agric Science Contest, headlined by OCP Africa, committed to our continent and Black Country Farms, a hearty meal in every home, and scholarship fund managed by Providence Bank, the Future Forward Bank.